Do you think for 1 minute, when you're trying to put her in jail for her life, that she
Objection.
wants to talk to you and have a rapport?
Sustained. Next question.
Did you establish a rapport?
I believe so.
She was cooperative?
Yes.
She was polite?
Yes.
She was pleasant?
Yes. And I asked her at the end if there was any question that I had asked that made her feel uncomfortable, and she responded in a positive way.
Okay. One of the things that you told the jury is that you felt that she was malingering, or basically lying. I guess you were telling the jury, in your opinion, that she was making stuff up to make herself look like she's crazy when she killed the children. Is that what you told the jury?
I didn't use those words.
No. You're a little more finesse than I was. But nevertheless, sir, you're talking about malingering, right?
Yes, the statements about the auditory hallucination.
Yes. Excuse me.
Yes.
The answer is yes. You were talking about malingering is my question. Yes and no, right? That's all?
Yes.
Okay. And when you're talking about malingering, sir, basically that would be when a person finds it in their interest to basically exaggerate or lie to an investigating psychiatrist, right?
Correct.
And that would be because it's in their interest, like I want to pretend that I'm crazy so a jury thinks I'm crazy and I don't have to pay for a crime. That would be in a criminal sense, right?
Yes.
Workman's comp cases, you know, a guy gets hurt in the truck and then they end up having interviews by guys like you to make sure to see if, in fact, they're legitimately hurt for a workman's comp claim, right?
Yes.
Or a civil case, like an auto accident, right?
Yes.
And there are tests that can be administered to people to see, from a psychiatrist standpoint, whether or not there is objective indicia of the fact that the person is indeed malingering.
Yes.
And what are those tests?
Well, I'm not a neuropsychologist, but there's a test called the SIRS, also the TOMS test of memory. So there are certain tests that can be given by neuropsychologists to assess malingering about certain aspects, certain issues.
You've also heard, I imagine, of the MMPI, which is the Minnesota Multiphasic Personality Inventory Test, right?
Yes.
And that's one that has different scales that you can examine to determine if somebody is lying or malingering or exaggerating or anything like that, right?
Correct.
And you know that Dr. Heilbrun administered that very test to Lindsay about, I don't know, 2 months before you got there, right?
Yes.
Which would be about 4 months from now, where we stand now, right?
Something like that.
And would you agree, sir, that even though it would have been perhaps better to actually meet with Lindsay within the first 6 months after the incident, or a year even, or maybe even 2 years, but nevertheless, it still has reliability and validity, does it not, when it's administered to her?
The MMPI does, yes.
Okay. And you know, sir, that she, in fact, had no impact on the scales at all, with the exception of likelihood of suicide.
Yes, that's my understanding.
Indicating that, as far as that test that was administered to her by Dr. Heilbrun, did not have any evidence at all. This kid was lying, exaggerating, suppressing anything. She was being truthful, right?
Objection.
Overruled.
About the questions that were on the MMPI, yes.
And those questions, sir, pertain to personality traits, they pertain to her recollection, they pertain to all of the investigation that Heilbrun was conducting, right?
No.
Okay. So, when the tests were administered and the results were provided, would you agree with me, yes or no, that specifically the test indicated that she was not malingering
Yes.
Okay. You mentioned one of the other things that you were concerned. Oh, by the way, would you agree with me that Dr. Philip Resnick, as you indicated, is like a world-renowned person on filicide, or the killing of your children? He's also a person that is in the forefront pretty much worldwide on malingering, right?
Yes, he has written about that.
He's done more than write about it. He's basically given hundreds of lectures and many, many, many learned treatises, all about people that lie to psychiatrists to try to get away with something, right? Right?
Yes.
Okay. And you know, sir, that Dr. Resnick examined Lindsay, and one of the first things that he did was determine whether or not, in his opinion, she was malingering, lying, suppressing, exaggerating, or doing anything like that, right?
Yes.
In his opinion, sir, when you read his report after all the testing of his examination, is that she was not lying to him at all. Isn't that right?
Yes.
One of the things that you referenced, sir, was you felt that Lindsay was lying about standing at the refrigerator and making chicken McNuggets or whatever, and carrots or peas or something. And you felt that that wasn't right because the child had already had a bowl and was eating, I think you told the jury, chicken nuggets and vegetables or something like that, right?
Green beans.
Green beans. Have you looked at the photograph, sir, that's in evidence in this case about that bowl?
Quite some time ago.
Does that show any residue of chicken nuggets or green beans in the bowl?
Not that I recall.
No, it shows like sliced up residue of a cucumber, possibly a carrot, like vegetables, right?
Not that I recall.
So there are 3 kids, one of which is an infant who obviously pretty recently got finished breastfeeding, is on the bottle, so he's not going to eat chicken McNuggets, right?
Right.
So we have 2 young children that have to be fed, correct?
Yes.
You have 2 young children that Lindsay indicated that she was at the refrigerator getting the chicken and the vegetables so that she could feed the kids, correct?
Yes.
Told you that she would not give the kids chicken McNuggets and vegetables in a bowl, that she would have a plate, right?
Not necessarily.
So when she was at the refrigerator, sir, it's your understanding that she was not being truthful? Telling you that? Is that what you're telling the jury?
I think what I said was